Ludum Dare 39 ended 2 days ago, and our submission to the 72-hour jam was The Last Stand. So, here's how it came together. Friday night, we brainstormed for about an hour and came up with a hectic management game where you run around fixing machines and cables, very similar to the style and mechanics of Overcooked, the kind of hectic cooking multiplayer game. We worked for 5 hours Friday night and created some basic terrain with foliage and a campfire, as well as a third-person controller with monster AI that followed you around. A lot of our time was also spent fixing errors and relaying ideas. Saturday. So we started working the next morning at 2 p.m. and began to realize that simply interacting with machines wouldn't be engaging enough. So instead we implemented a system to shoot the enemies via a ray trace, and the game headed in a completely different direction. I recorded and mixed some footsteps and other ambient sounds while Kalimi worked on some player and enemy models. Fog was added to set the mood, and the basis for our energy system was put into place. We worked from about 2 p.m. to 1:30, but did take a 3-hour break around 5. Sunday. So Sunday we began at 3 p.m. and added robot footstep sounds, as well as a gunfire sound and a reload sound. Gun particles and projectiles were added, as well as lots of models, like the EMP tower, lights, and some more foliage. There was now a particle trail and a lean back for walking. A time bar and energy bar was added, along with structured robot spawning. We worked for around 5 hours Sunday, and the game was starting to look alright. But there was one problem. There wasn't any gameplay. So Monday, desperation was starting to set in, and we began working just after lunch, and lots of decision and finalizations were made in what easily became the most hectic day. The gun now shot projectiles and not ray traces. A second type of robot was added. Paths which triggered a force field and mines were added. Robot hurt and death sounds with corresponding particles and animations were implemented. A main menu and floating GUI text was put in. Lots of music from our friend Captain Cray was added. Health and energy could be drained down, and we tried to balance player damage, enemy spawn rate, and energy consumption as well. We also added energy crates which spawn, but don't show up and do absolutely nothing because we ran out of time. So now, with all that, you were decently equipped to fend off the robots and charge up the EMP. And that was it. LD Jam was over, just like that. And even though we were under a lot of stress, it felt so good to submit that game Monday night. Only 10 minutes before the deadline, actually. So what do I think of the game, and how does it compare to previous games we made? Well, first, I'm just so proud of what Captain Cray, Kryto, Kalimi, and myself, what we all accomplished as a team. We all banded together and worked really hard to create something that is decently enjoyable. We put in less hours this time around, but arguably more content than last time. This game's a bit generic, but it works and it has its fun moments. But I want to know what you think. So if you're interested at all, go check out the game on the LGJam site. The link's in the description. I'll be judging lots of games before the results are out in 3 weeks, so expect a video on that. Also, thanks so much for the support on the last video I made. I was blown away by all the positive feedback. I was actually really nervous before uploading it because I'd never really done like comedy or a video of that type at all before. Mike, the creator of LD Jam, and the LD Jam Twitter retweeted it, which made it one of the most well-received videos I've done on the channel, so thanks a lot for that. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I think that's about it, and I'll see you in the next video.